Good afternoon from the Ruby Room at Cornell Public Library. I'm Miss Jennifer, and for today's Tinker Tuesday, we're going to make balloon rockets. So if you're watching this video, hopefully you went to the circulation desk and picked up a kit for yourself, which has most of everything you need to do today's craft. The supplies will be available the day the video comes out, so today, the 14th, and from noon onwards while supplies last. So if you didn't get a chance, go ahead and pick that up at circulation desk. But if you did grab your kit and you're here to watch how to make a balloon rocket, we're going to do that in a second. Okay, first we're going to go over what's in your kit. All right, inside your kit, you will find a couple things. You will find this lovely little paper that tells you the upcoming Tinker Tuesdays that we have for the rest of the month. The next week is going to be rubber band snap painting, and then we're going to have our engineering challenge. Our engineering challenge will have a kit. The snap painting will not, because it's kind of an art base. It's hard to do a kit for those. But the engineering challenge is fun. Basically, you're going to be making a device to keep an apple on top of your head. It'll be really fun in person, which we'll have at the same time the video post. And we're gonna have like a little race to see who can keep the apples on top of their heads. All right. You also have in your kits a little info sheet. This one talks about the history of rockets, what is a rocket, and also talks about the science behind our balloon rockets. So that's to go over and to learn a little bit about the science behind this Tinker Tuesday. So for supplies, you're going to be given a straw, a balloon, and you should have 3 pieces of identically sized cardstock. What's not in the kit is scissors and tape. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and adjust the camera so you can get a closer view of making our balloon rocket. So stay tuned for that. Okay, here's a little closer look of my supplies. The first thing we're gonna do is we're going to take our balloon and we're going to cut off this little mouthpiece here carefully with our scissors. So you're just gonna cut that off. All right, and you no longer need that, so that can go away. The next thing we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be taping the balloon over one end of our straw, and you want like a really nice tight tape job because we don't want any air to get out. All right, and see how I've got about an inch of my straw inside of my balloon, and then I'm going to take my tape I'm going to start taping around. You can do more than one piece, and I encourage it to make that really nice tight seal. So once you get the first piece on, you can go back with the second piece. Really make sure that that is nice and tightly on there because we do not want it to go out. So this is the end result of that step. The next part is we are going to be adding our fins. So they come in a square shape. If you want, you can cut them diagonally and make a more streamlined fin. By cutting across the diagonal. You only need 3 fin pieces. You can also attach them and then adjust them as need be. And here you can experiment to see what works best. So you could attach the fins on the fat side or on the longer side. And you want to leave room for you to be able to blow into your straw. So you want your fins to sit out here. So I'm going to actually do the long way. And I'm actually going to taper mine, and this is optional. You don't have to do this step. And you can always try it out with a square and experiment to see how that works before you move on to the triangle version. So totally up to you and what you want to do. All right, set that aside, and I only need 3 of these. So I'm going to get me a little piece of tape. All right, so if you do the triangle portion, so when I fill this up with air and I let it go, air is going to rush out that way, so the balloon is going to go this way. So for aerodynamics, I want the fins, the top fin part, to be towards the balloon. So I'm going to go ahead and add a piece of tape to my fin, and then I'm going to tape it down to one side of my straw. All right. And then I'm just going to tape the other side as well. And this time I'm going to try to get it up closer to the top. That way that creates a nice seal there. So here I have my first fin. I'm going to evenly space out 3 more. So I'm going to grab my tape, place it on one side of my fin, looking at my straw. I'm going to do it, and I want it at the same level as the last fin. And then the same as last time, I'm going to tape the other side as well, getting as close to the top of the fin as possible when I do this. Okay. And I just have one more fin to add on. That one's going to go right here. Ooh, that's a bit much. Okay, so here is my finished completed rocket. I have my balloon taped on nice and tight. I've got 3 fins, and I've got room to blow into my straw. So the next thing we're going to do is film what it looks like taking off. Okay, now I'm ready to test out my balloon rocket. What you're going to do is you're going to blow it up pretty big, and then you're going to hold your fingers to keep the air in, and then you can let go. All right. Let's try that again. All right, we're ready to test out our balloon rockets. We're going to inflate them and then let them go. And off it goes. So here I have my inflated rocket.